Hey guys, it's Reese. Just getting it set up so it's at the finish line. So subscribers race number 4 can start. Just gotta remember who's in which car for this race. So Hot Wheels Hunter Akron is in the 155 DTM. Zelda Diecast Racing is in the Black 3000 GT. Segway Bros Diecast and More is in the Porsche 918. Drew Diecast plus Jeters in the 69 Chevy pickup truck. Alex Flint is in the blue Volkswagen Beetle. The Grumbler Diecast is in the Chaparral 2, which is number 66 race car up there. So those are everyone that's in there for that race. Time to start the race and see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, the pickup truck one. I was not expecting that. Drew Diecast plus Jeter somehow wins the first one. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but it did. Move this car out of the way so that way it doesn't accidentally get interfered with the other cars, because every time I do a race and I leave cars at the bottom, other cars crash into it, and then I forget who ends up winning that race somehow, even though it says it on the lane thing. But then if you crash into cars afterwards with a car that's not racing, I end up forgetting somehow, and that's not so great. Three, two, one, go.
Winner, lane 5.
The Beetle one? What? That's unexpected. Okay, that Beetle's faster than I thought. Huh. That Beetle's way faster than I thought.
Winner, lane 2.
Well, I'm sorry, but we have a race DNF because the Alpha did not go down the track somehow. It didn't matter.
Winner, lane 2.
So surprisingly, this car, the 3000 GT, is going on to the final 3 cars from subscribers choice race number 4. And then once we're down to 2, and then down to the best of 6 after the final 2 cars are decided, then we will have 4 cars for the subscribers choice race quarterfinals or semifinals. Oh yeah, limited cars go in here. I keep forgetting that somehow. I'm going to need a bigger thing because there's only 2 spots there. Well, that car is just not going to stay there. Right, so the final 3 are Zelda Diecast Racing, Drew Diecast plus Jeter, and Alex Flint. And it looks like Alex Flint is advancing to the final 2 cars for subscribers choice race number 4. That was close, but the
Winner, lane 5.
pickup truck won. Sorry, Salvage Diecast Racing, you are eliminated. I'm gonna have to start putting eliminated cars up here, maybe. Right. So now it's between Alex Flint and Drew Diecast plus Jeter. All the other cars are eliminated, unfortunately. Wow, that Beetle's fast.
Winner, lane 2.
May or may not be fast enough to beat the
Winner,
Mercedes.
lane 3.
Both of them finished, so that's good. And this series is tied 1-1 between Alex and Drew Diecast. Alex Flint's now ahead.
Lane 5.
Right. And Alex Flint wins.
Lane 2.
Congratulations, Alex Flint. You are advancing to the next round of 6 cars. Which I believe is, yep. So, before I go on to the next thing, I'm just going to recap the cars that have advanced so far right now. We have the Weekend Warrior for Subscribers Choice Race number 1 that advanced on the first one. And then me, who advanced in Subscribers Choice Race number 2, because unfortunately, not all the subscriber spots filled up in time for that race. Then Subscribers Race number 3, Diecast Bros and More advanced in the GTR. Sorry, pronounced your channel name a little fast that time, didn't mean to do that. And then Alex Flint, for his first time, has advanced in the Beetle. Well, that's it for the racing part. Now on to the unboxing part. Yep, there's an unboxing happening too. Got the scissors for these cars. But since those take more time to do, I'm gonna save them towards the end because they're the more nicer cars. I'm gonna do this unboxing in a unique kind of way, and that is I'm gonna show 2 cars that won't get opened because I actually made a mistake by realizing that, well, I opened one of those cars a few months or so ago, and the spoiler broke off the car. Everything else seemed fine on the car, but the spoiler broke off. So yeah, I'm gonna show these cars, and these cars won't get opened, but this is why I said it's a show and tell too. These are the Tarmac Works cars that I got from the Colorado Diecast store. And those are the ones that won't be opened just because they're really nice and surprisingly more pricey than you want them to be. Now onto the cars that I will be opening, starting off with the 911 Cabriolet. And I didn't notice this, but the card's now cracked right there, see? There's a crack on the bottom of the car. I didn't realize that happened, but you know, I'm opening it anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. It's a nice green Porsche 911 Cabriolet. Now, all of these other cars are mostly duplicates, but you know, No Proto Z, no Civics. I just, get cars at Walmart, Target, or King Supers when I can. If I find a super, I do. If not, that's not a problem for me if I don't find a super or a treasure hunt, because, I don't have to find them every time, because, to be honest, I'm just going to mention this. I've only found one super and 2 treasure hunts. I think possibly a third, but I'm not quite sure. I really do like the blue on this Chevelle wagon. There was no Proto Z's either, so yeah. That's a little unfortunate, but not that big of a deal. Nice Chevelle SS wagon in this nice dark blue with the white stripes paint job design color. I have another one of these, and this truck was surprisingly fast. All of these cars I'm opening will probably end up getting added to Subscribers Choice Race number 5, which will start this weekend or next week. Here's the Ram 1500 Rebel. I'm saving a special Colorado Diecast car for the last of the Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars for the unboxing and or show and tell part of this video. Well, let's now the unboxing part. Another tuned Silverado. I haven't been able to find the regular green one, which is kind of interesting because it doesn't say new for 22. But I do have 2 of these tuned ones now, which is good. The tuned ones and the regular ones seem to go by really quickly at stores. Here's a reused rides S2000, second one of those I have. Thanks for the people stopping by. Even if you can't do the chat feature, that's totally fine. Nice S2000. And I'm glad they do the headlight and taillight details for this one. Herpes Diecast, thanks. Now, this was not at that Colorado Diecast store the past 3 times I went there. The 330P4 in this blue color. And yes, it's different from the color on the card art, obviously. But this is technically my supposedly second 330P4 because I have another Hot Wheels Ferrari car. It's not the 330P4, but it's technically in term of 330P4, just a different name for some bizarre reason. And yeah, Hot Wheels Ferrari cars are pretty much non-existent anymore unless you go to special stores like, this one or other special diecast stores, depending on if your state has one. Or maybe some, diecast shows, depending on what each collector or vendor is selling there. Now, out of both of these cars that I have, this is probably my favorite one. See, and this one just says Ferrari P4. The other one had some other strange name on it for unexplainable reason. Don't know why, but that's just part of the name of that car. All right. Time to open the mini GT cars with the scissors. And yes, the mini GT cars do not ever get raced. They are just nice cars for my collection. I will show them at times. However, they don't get raced, like I said, because they're special cars, extremely difficult to find. Walmart, Target, King Supers, Hobby Lobby, they don't sell these cars, only specialty stores do, like the store I mentioned twice already in this live. There's the car. Gotta be careful. This plastic whatever stuff. A little bit more difficult and sharp, so gotta be careful. Otherwise, you'll end up cutting yourself, and luckily that didn't happen. Here's the flying Spur. Now, this is the second Mini GT version I have of this car. The first one I've already shown, which was that Reindeer 8 one, and that was a special Christmas themed one. This is just in like a British Racing green, I want to say, or like a special Bentley color green. There's the headlights and the grille. Let's see what color this is. It just says Verdant for the color. Interesting. I guess that's just some special Bentley green color of some sort. Next up, this one I've passed out that diecast store a few times and don't understand why, but it's a really nice one. The Mini GT GT500 in this nice blue color. Also got to be careful that you don't cut into the part where the car is too much, because then that could ruin part of the car as well. And yeah, after all these Mini GT cars get open, I have majority of them in special storage things, and some of them I also put in these, although it's better off putting them in those because it's easier to get them that way. This is really nice. GT500 Ford Shelby Mini GT car in the blue, the Ford Performance blue with the white stripes. It's really nice. Taillights are awesome. The headlights look really good. Spoiler needed because that's how the car looks like in real life. Now with Mini GT cars, you don't want to touch like parts of the car too often because otherwise they will fall off really quickly. Now this one I'm going to open, but before I do, I thought I'd just let people know. USA exclusive. That means it's I think either this was only produced in USA or only sold in USA special diecast car stores. But yeah, this is technically the second version of this Ford GTLM race car that I have, because I already have the Gulf Racing one, which is somewhere else. I'm not sure where, but I know it's not with me right now, though. That's for sure. Alright. Going to be extremely careful. And here it is. The Ford GT Mark II. Now, apparently, I didn't realize this, but this Mark II race car, which is, you know, I guess a special paint job tribute to an older one or something, I think, is actually a 2019 Pebbles Concours d'Elegance special race car thing. So, well, that pretty much sums up this whole live with the cars unboxed and everything. As I said, the Mini GT cars are going to go in these box things. I want to also thank everyone for being here. And also shout out to the subscribers that were in my race, which, you know, I've already mentioned their channel names. If you did in advance, there's still a few cars before the first 6 cars for round 2 of the Subscriber's Choice race starts. So I just thought I'd let everyone know that too. Otherwise than that, this is pretty much the Q&A part of the live. If there is no questions that need to be answered, I will just end the live right here. Well, once again, before this is done, I want to thank you all so much for being here, and shout out to all those channels, Solid Diecast Racing, and etc. Bye everyone, and thanks for being here.